Coming up on Cedar Valley today, a new Wartburg religion class is turning digital. We take a look at the man behind the scenes of Waverly Shell Rock athletic events. And we sit down and talk with a professor at Wartburg about a conference he helped start. This is Cedar Valley Today. Welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Melissa Kozak.
And I'm Maya Witherall. Students who are looking for another course next year can now register for RE 195, Introduction to Digital Ministry. The new class is an interconnected social science course. It will teach students to use digital tools like audio, video, web, and social media for ministry. Will Ranney, who does digital ministry full-time and has a company in Waverly, will teach the course. Pastor Brian Beckstrom says the class will focus on how technology has changed the communication of the church over the years, and the mission is taken today with the advances in technology. The class will be mainly hands-on with project-based assignments.
This is a very unique course. There aren't very many places that offer anything like this, and we hope that we'll get enough interest that we might actually be able to offer this as either a minor or a major down the road.
Beckstrom says Spiritual Life is always looking for students to help with digital ministries during Eucharist and chapel time.
The position of Activities Director can be a rather challenging job, but for Waverly Shell Rock's own Dave Litterer, the job keeps him on the move. Riley Cole has the story.
Waverly Shell Rock Administrator does a lot of work behind the scenes. Waverly Shell Rock Activities Director Dave Litterer completes jobs that make athletic events run smoothly. From getting tickets ready, to popping popcorn, to lining up table workers, Litterer does a lot for the community. His co-worker says it is because of his love for young people.
I think the biggest thing with Dave is that you can see him as a great communicator. You can see him as a guy who's willing to take the lead, be out front, take some risks. I think the bottom line is, though, he puts in a lot of time and a lot of hours because he just cares a lot about young people.
One of the prides of Litterer's career is helping get funds for the new activities edition at Waverly Shell Rock High School. This edition features a gymnasium, concession stand, and auditorium.
We were able to encompass all of our athletic and activities programs in one nutshell as far as that opportunity to build this facility, and I think it's been a huge success for Waverly Shell Rock.
Others are thankful for the impact Litterer has left on the Waverly Shell Rock community.
His legacy is probably yet to be finished, but it's just a matter of consistently, day in, day out, put in the time, doing all those little things so that everybody can benefit.
As Litterer's career at Waverly Shell Rock steadily approaches 2 decades, he looks forward to continuing his time as a Go-Hawk. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Riley Cole.
Dave Litterer has set a goal of reaching a sports administration job at the collegiate level. For now, he is happy being in the Waverly Shell Rock community. Next, Waterloo police say they have found the man who damaged the Burton Avenue Baptist Church.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body, and when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E, and the health center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers has been successful in the past few weeks with many recent arrests. In 2014, extensive damage was done to the Burton Avenue Baptist Church in Waterloo. Taylor James Gray was arrested yesterday in Colorado on a warrant. He has been charged with burglary, theft, and criminal mischief in relation in the church damage. Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers asked for assistance from the Waterloo Police Department on February 16th in capturing Adelaide Mujagic, who violated her probation. Yesterday, the police department located Mujagic at 1100 block of Janey Avenue. After the break, we look at what's trending in the Cedar Valley. Here's a look at what is trending in the Cedar Valley this morning. Sustainability at Wartburg College is looking for volunteers to assist with the secret event this coming Wednesday, March 16th. The event will be from 7 to 8 a.m. If you're interested, please contact sustainability@wartburg.edu. And if you're still looking for something to do this Friday night and you're a Doctor Who fan, the Grant Museum District is hosting a Moonlight Mixer. There will be food, fun, and Doctor Who trivia. Pre-registration is required to attend the event, so if you are interested, check out groutmuseumdistrict.org. And a local elementary girl who is a miracle child for Wartburg's dance marathon was born with a liver disease called biliary atresia. She was listed for a liver transplant about 4 years ago. In October of 2015, a donor saved her life. And after 131 days since the transplant, she is back to school. Congratulations to her on a speedy recovery and getting back with friends. Let's take a look at the weather.
What's next for your future?
Will it be worth it?
Will it lead you on a journey of discovery?
To embrace your passions.
Unlock your potential?
And realize your purpose.
With Wartburg, you can.
And you will, because you are worth it.
Wartburg. Worth it.
Schedule your campus visit and learn how Wartburg is worth it at wartburg.edu/worthit.
Hello from the design team at Gotcha Covered. Whether you are looking for simple window treatments for privacy or light control, or elaborate custom designs to add beauty and value to your home or office, Gotcha Covered has the solution for every window. Call today to schedule a free, no-obligation consultation in the convenience of your home or office. We proudly serve the Cedar Valley, and we look forward to taking care of your window treatment needs, regardless of your style or budget.
This weekend is the Midwest Political Science Undergraduate Research Conference, which is being held here at Wartburg College. Joining me today is Dr. Brett Bellett, who is one of the founders of this conference. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
So can you just start off by telling me, what is this conference and how is it a benefit for students?
Well, the conference is an annual gathering of undergraduate students as well as faculty from around the Midwestern colleges and universities. And the chief benefit to students is that it's a teaching conference. It's an outlet for them to present their research and get valuable feedback from professors from other colleges.
Now, I understand you've been organizing this event for about the last 25 years, is that correct?
Yeah, don't remind me.
Why did you start this?
Well, at that time, believe it or not, there weren't many outlets for this kind of thing. Today it seems as if there are a dime a dozen, but a few of us at that point in time decided that it was something that could be used. And so we decided to create it for the Midwestern schools.
Now, like you said, there aren't many conferences like this in this area especially. So how difficult was it to start and maintain the prestige it has had for more than a quarter of a century?
You know, prestige is a nice word. Thank you for that. It was difficult. I mean, not as difficult as you might imagine, because it's not a conference where there's 1,000 people who are attending, but it is still difficult on a yearly basis because it's a traveling conference. We move from city to city, college to college every year. And so there's a new director, a new coordinator, if you will, every year. And so the transitioning from one year to the next sometimes can get a little hairy, but for the most part, it's not problematic. In terms of the continuation of it, there's a core group of us from different Midwestern colleges who have really taken it upon ourselves to make sure the transition goes smoothly and that people who are stepping up and becoming new members, so to speak, are able to do what they need to do in order to hold the conference at their institution.
Now, it's the first time it's being held here at Wartburg since 2008?
That's correct.
How has been planning it? How has that been?
This year it hasn't been difficult at all. It's basically doing the same thing we did in 2008, which was the first time that Wartburg had ever held it. So we used a lot of the things that we already had in place. There have been some additions, some subtractions, of course, but by and large it's been relatively a smooth transition from last time to this time.
And how many students do you normally have participate?
It varies. This year's a down year for us because we had to do it on a date where many of our colleges and universities are on their spring break. And so many of the folks who typically would come just don't have the time, or the students don't want to do it during their spring break, etc. And that's understandable. But typically anywhere from 20 to 50 students a year. We usually have, this year I think we have a dozen colleges and universities represented, and I think there'll be upwards of 30 papers presented.
Wow. Now, Senator Charles Grassley is the guest of honor.
That's correct.
How was he chosen?
Well, as you probably know, Senator Grassley, Chuck, he's a very dignified individual. He's a person that commands a lot of respect in the Senate chamber, and that's the type of person that we want to have come in and model for our students the kinds of behaviors and so forth that we'd like to see in them. He's also a political science undergraduate and graduate student, by the way, and so he's one of us, so to speak, in terms of academics and as well in terms of practicing as well.
Now, are you scared that Grassley will be asked questions about the obstruction of the Supreme Court nomination by the students?
Oh, not at all. I expect that that would be the case. Not that we're hoping for something contentious necessarily, but Chuck's been in the Senate for 35 years, and he'll be in the Senate probably 6 more years after the elections this fall. He's well-versed, well-skilled in how to handle these kinds of questions. And again, I would expect that someone will probably ask about the situation with regard to potential obstruction. And it'll probably be asked in a very dignified way, respectful of Senator Grassley, I'm sure.
All right, well, sounds like an exciting weekend you have in store.
I hope so.
All right, well, thank you for joining me this morning, and have a great weekend. It starts tomorrow, right?
Starts tomorrow in the early evening. We have a banquet tomorrow night where Senator Grassley will be present. He'll also be part of the awards ceremony during the banquet. And then Saturday, we'll have more panel presentations, and that'll be it.
All right, well, perfect. Have a great weekend.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Up next, Adele surprises fans at a few of her concerts. A pair of Irish singers find popularity in the social media world, but popularity turns to full-blown stardom when Adele brings them on stage to perform. Jeremy Roth takes a look.
From the other side. A pair of Irish singers who created a viral mashup of Adele covers got an amazing surprise from their muse. As if racking up over 8 million Facebook views wasn't enough, Adele surprised the singers by inviting them on stage to perform live at her concert in Dublin.
I swear to God, they do not know that I was going to do this.
At first, the pair are stunned, but then proceed to bring the house down with favorites like Hello and Someone Like You. The duo got hugs from Adele and a standing ovation, and that's something Facebook likes can't buy. Oh, and on a side note, when Adele isn't turning fans famous at her shows, she's photobombing them. There she is in the background at a Manchester show, giving a fan a quick hello.
Thanks for watching Cedar Valley today. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Also add our app on the Google Play and iTunes stores. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.